What if the leg cramps, poor sleep, or constant fatigue you've been blaming on aging are actually your body's quiet way of asking for help? Before you dismiss these symptoms, let's uncover 7 silent signs that deserve your attention. Have you ever been jolted awake by a painful leg cramp in the middle of the night? Maybe you've noticed your eyelid twitching for no obvious reason, felt tired even after a full night's sleep, or struggled with unexplained muscle weakness. If you're over 50, it's easy to shrug these changes off and say, "I'm just getting older." But what if your body is trying to tell you something more? The truth is, not every new ache, cramp, or restless night should automatically be blamed on aging. While these symptoms can have many different causes, one often overlooked possibility is that your body may not be getting enough magnesium, an essential mineral that quietly helps keep you healthy every single day. Magnesium plays an important role in supporting your muscles, nerves, bones, heart, and even the way your body produces energy. Think of it as a behind-the-scenes helper that keeps many of your body's systems working smoothly. When magnesium levels begin to drop, the changes may happen so gradually that you hardly notice them at first. That doesn't mean every cramp or sleepless night points to low magnesium. Many health conditions can cause similar symptoms, which is why it's important not to jump to conclusions or diagnose yourself. Instead, think of these signs as clues worth understanding. In this video, we'll explore 7 possible warning signs, explain why they may happen, and share practical ways to support healthy magnesium levels. To understand why these seemingly unrelated symptoms can appear together, let's first look at what magnesium actually does inside your body. Magnesium is one of those nutrients that rarely gets the attention it deserves. You can't see it working, but your body depends on it every single day. In fact, magnesium helps support hundreds of chemical reactions that keep you alive and functioning. Think of it as a trusted assistant working quietly behind the scenes, making sure different parts of your body stay in balance. It helps muscles tighten and relax properly. It helps nerves send messages from your brain to the rest of your body. It supports a steady heartbeat and plays a role in maintaining healthy bones. Research also suggests magnesium contributes to normal energy production and helps regulate blood sugar alongside many other factors. So why does it become especially important after 60? One reason is that many people naturally eat fewer magnesium-rich foods as they age. Appetite may change, food choices may become more limited, or certain medical conditions can affect how nutrients are absorbed. Some commonly prescribed medications, including certain diuretics and acid-reducing drugs, may also influence magnesium levels in some people. That doesn't mean you should stop taking them. Always speak with your healthcare provider before making medication changes. It's also important to remember that not everyone with muscle cramps or fatigue has low magnesium. These symptoms can have many possible causes, from dehydration to medication side effects or other health conditions. The goal is not to create worry, but to help you understand one possible piece of the puzzle. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be to have informed conversations with your healthcare provider. And that's exactly what we'll explore next. Now that we know why magnesium matters, let's start with one of the most common and most overlooked warning signs. The first sign is one many older adults know all too well: nighttime leg cramps. You finally get comfortable, drift off to sleep, and suddenly a sharp pain grabs your calf. Within seconds, you're wide awake, trying to stretch the muscle until it relaxes. Many people immediately blame dehydration, and sometimes that is part of the story, but it isn't the only possibility. Magnesium helps muscles contract and relax in a smooth, coordinated way. When your body doesn't have enough, those signals may not work as efficiently, making cramps or tightness more likely in some people. Another small clue that often goes unnoticed is an eyelid that keeps twitching for days or even weeks. While stress, fatigue, caffeine, and other factors can also trigger muscle twitches, magnesium is one possible contributor worth discussing with your healthcare provider if symptoms persist. The second sign is constant fatigue. Not the kind you expect after a busy day, but the feeling that your energy never fully returns, even after what should have been a good night's sleep. Your body uses magnesium to help produce energy inside your cells. Think of your cells as tiny power stations. They need the right materials to keep generating the energy your body depends on. When magnesium levels are lower than your body needs, those power stations may not operate at their best. That doesn't automatically mean magnesium is the cause of your tiredness, because fatigue has many possible explanations, including poor sleep, thyroid problems, anemia, depression, infections, or medication effects. Still, research suggests magnesium plays an important role in normal energy metabolism, making it one factor worth considering. If these symptoms sound familiar, don't panic. Instead, see them as an invitation to pay closer attention to your health and discuss persistent concerns with your healthcare provider. Sometimes, small changes in diet or medical evaluation can make a meaningful difference. But muscles aren't the only part of the body that depends on magnesium. Your nervous system relies on it just as much, and the next two signs explain why that connection matters every single day after 62. Have you ever climbed into bed feeling completely exhausted, only to find your mind refusing to settle down? Or perhaps you fall asleep without much trouble, but wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and can't drift back off. These sleep problems become more common with age, but they're not always caused by aging alone. Magnesium helps support the normal function of your nervous system, the network that carries messages between your brain and the rest of your body. Imagine your nervous system as a car. During the day, it shifts into drive so you can stay alert, think clearly, and react to the world around you. At night, it should gradually shift into park, allowing your body and mind to relax. If that transition isn't as smooth, restful sleep may become harder to achieve. Research suggests magnesium plays a role in processes that help the body relax, but it's important to keep expectations realistic. Sleep is influenced by many factors, including stress, pain, certain medications, medical conditions, caffeine, and everyday habits. Magnesium may help some people, but it is not a guaranteed cure for insomnia. Mood can also be affected. Some people notice they become more irritable, anxious, or tense without understanding why. Again, these feelings have many possible causes, from life stress to hormonal changes or underlying health conditions. Magnesium is simply one piece of a much larger picture, because healthy nerve function depends on many nutrients working together. Here's a common myth. If you're sleeping poorly, taking a magnesium supplement will solve the problem overnight. The fact is, improving sleep usually requires looking at your overall health, daily routine, and medical history. If sleep problems continue, it's always wise to speak with your healthcare provider rather than relying on supplements alone. As you've seen, magnesium's influence extends far beyond your muscles. It also helps support the nerves that control movement and sensation. If you've ever wondered why balance, coordination, or tingling sensations seem to worsen with age, the next two signs may surprise you. The fifth sign can be easy to overlook because it often comes and goes. You may notice a tingling feeling in your hands or feet, occasional numbness, or muscles that seem weaker than they used to be. Perhaps opening a tight jar feels harder than before, or your legs seem less steady after a short walk. While these changes can happen for many reasons, including diabetes, poor circulation, vitamin deficiencies, or nerve disorders, magnesium is another piece of the puzzle that's worth understanding. Your nerves communicate using tiny electrical signals. Think of them like the wiring inside your home. When the wiring is working properly, the lights turn on, the appliances run smoothly, and everything functions as expected. But if the electrical system develops a problem, you may notice flickering lights or devices that don't work quite right. In a similar way, your nerves depend on the right balance of minerals, called electrolytes, to send clear, reliable messages throughout your body. Magnesium is one of those important electrolytes. It works alongside minerals such as potassium and calcium to support normal nerve and muscle function. If that balance is disrupted, some people may experience tingling sensations, muscle weakness, or occasional muscle twitches. These symptoms don't automatically point to low magnesium, but they are reminders that your nervous system depends on proper nutrition and overall health. The sixth sign involves something even more important: your heartbeat. Your heart is also powered by electrical signals that tell it when to contract and when to relax. Magnesium helps support this normal electrical activity, working together with other electrolytes to keep the rhythm steady. In some cases, low magnesium levels have been linked to abnormal heart rhythms, particularly in people with certain medical conditions or those taking specific medications. However, it's essential to keep this in perspective. Most episodes of a racing or irregular heartbeat are not caused by magnesium deficiency alone, and they should never be ignored. If you experience chest pain, severe shortness of breath, fainting, or a fast or irregular heartbeat that doesn't settle quickly, seek immediate medical attention. Those symptoms require prompt evaluation because they may signal a serious heart problem. The good news is that understanding these warning signs allows you to take action early. Paying attention to your body's signals, eating a balanced diet, and discussing persistent symptoms with your healthcare provider can help identify the real cause before small problems become larger ones. The final sign is one many people never connect to magnesium, but it may affect your long-term health more than you realize. The seventh sign isn't always obvious because it develops slowly over many years. It isn't just about your bones, it's about how confidently you move through everyday life. Can you climb a flight of stairs without feeling unsteady, carry groceries from the car, pick up a grandchild, or enjoy a walk around the neighborhood? These simple moments often tell us more about healthy aging than any single number on a medical test. Many people think of bones as hard, lifeless structures, but they're actually living tissue. Your body is constantly breaking down old bone and building new bone to keep your skeleton as strong as possible. This process depends on a team of nutrients working together, not just one. Most people have heard about calcium and vitamin D, and both are essential. But magnesium is another important partner. It helps support normal bone health and plays a role in the body's ability to use calcium effectively. Research suggests that maintaining adequate magnesium intake is part of an overall healthy lifestyle that supports strong bones as we age. Just as importantly, healthy muscles and nerves contribute to balance and coordination. Staying steady on your feet can reduce the risk of falls, which become more common with age. Magnesium alone cannot prevent fractures or guarantee strong bones, but it may be one piece of a much bigger picture that includes regular physical activity, a nutritious diet, enough vitamin D, and routine medical care. The goal isn't simply to add years to your life, it's to add life to your years. Maintaining the strength and confidence to enjoy everyday activities is what helps preserve independence and quality of life as you grow older. Now that we've explored the 7 possible signs your body may be asking for more magnesium, the next question is the most important one of all. So if these signs sound familiar, what should you actually do next? If several of these signs sound familiar, your first instinct might be to buy the biggest bottle of magnesium supplements you can find. That's understandable, but it's also one of the most common mistakes people make. More isn't always better, and taking high doses without medical guidance can cause unwanted side effects or interact with certain medications. Another mistake is believing everything you see on social media. You may come across videos claiming that magnesium is a miracle cure for muscle cramps, poor sleep, anxiety, or heart problems. While research suggests magnesium plays an important role in overall health, no single supplement can fix every symptom. Your body is far more complex than that. A smarter place to start is with your daily habits. Many experts recommend getting nutrients from food whenever possible. Magnesium-rich foods include leafy green vegetables like spinach, beans, lentils, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and whole grains. Adding more of these foods to your meals can support your overall nutrition while providing many other vitamins and minerals your body needs. Don't forget about hydration either. Drinking enough water supports normal muscle and nerve function, and dehydration can contribute to cramps and fatigue. Regular physical activity, good sleep habits, and a balanced diet all work together to support healthy aging. If you're concerned about your magnesium levels, talk with your healthcare provider before starting a supplement. This is especially important if you have kidney disease or other chronic medical conditions, because your body may not handle extra magnesium safely. Your provider can also review your medications, since some prescription drugs may affect magnesium levels over time. You may be surprised to learn that a standard blood test doesn't always show the full picture. Most of the body's magnesium is stored inside cells and bones, so test results need to be interpreted alongside your symptoms, medical history, and overall health. The most important takeaway is this: don't ignore persistent symptoms, but don't assume magnesium is automatically the answer either. A thoughtful, evidence-based approach gives you the best chance of finding the real cause and the right solution. Before we finish, let's quickly bring everything together so you know exactly what to remember. Today, we explored 7 possible signs that may suggest your body isn't getting enough magnesium. Nighttime muscle cramps, constant fatigue, poor sleep, mood changes, tingling or weakness, changes in heart rhythm, and reduced bone health and everyday strength. Remember, none of these signs alone proves a magnesium deficiency. Many different health conditions can cause similar symptoms. The good news is that prevention begins with awareness. Eating a balanced diet, staying active, getting enough hydration, and speaking with your healthcare provider about persistent symptoms are practical steps that support healthy aging. Magnesium is an important part of the picture, but it's only one part. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which sign surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more evidence-based healthy aging tips. Your body often whispers before it shouts. Listening early can make all the difference.